What's up? You're in the kitchen with Chef ChefCarlaAndrea, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make steak kebabs with Cajun butter. I'm going to put my spin on it and show you guys how to get down in your kitchen. Alright, so now we're going to do my favorite step. We're going to do a rundown of the ingredients, and let's talk about all the meats and plus. So follow me, cameraman. I have white wine vinegar. I have crystal hot sauce. You can use any style of hot sauce you want. I have Dijon mustard, chopped garlic. I have some avocado oil, 2 sticks of unsalted butter, which I always use unsalted. Then I have some salt. I have pepper. I have my zucchini, bell peppers, and red onion. I have my sirloin. And in here, I have my Cajun mix, which I always take the liberty of pre-mixing. I used 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, red chili flakes, and then after that, I used a teaspoon of dried chives, parsley, thyme, oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, and that's it. Oh, and I used 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. All right. So now let's get started on breaking down the steak for the kebabs. I've already taken the liberty of washing my sirloin. So I'm going to take it place it on my cutting board. And I'm just going to cut it in half so that way it's more easier to work with. And I'm going to make strips first out of the sirloin. Okay, and then after I make my strips, I'm going just to cube it, about 1-inch cubes. Then I'm going to put it into my clean bowl. And then I'm going to repeat. Woohoo, got a little piece that's stuck. Okay, no biggie. Trim off some of the fat. You don't want all the fat on here when you're going to cook your kebabs. And I'm going to do the same thing. Make 1-inch cubes, dices. And then if you have like a fatty piece like this, all you have to do is just cut around the white fat. Like I always tell you, keep your fingers out the way. Go as fast as you can safely. And always practice knife safety and you'll be good to go. So I'm going to finish cutting up my steak. And I'll be back when it's time to cut up the vegetables. Back, so I want to show you guys how we're going to do the meat. Now the thing about my meat, I've taken it out for about an hour. I let it sit on the counter, come to room temperature, and now I'm going to throw on the marinade. Now I highly advise you guys to do the same thing, but do not marinate the meat more than an hour because we're using vinegar and hot sauce and your meat will become mushy, so you want to avoid that. So I'm going to do a tablespoon of hot sauce. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. I'm sorry, white wine vinegar. Then I'm going to do a pinch of pepper, and I'm going to do 2 pinches of salt. And I'm going to mix it around really quick. And I'm going to let it all sit on the meat while I get the vegetables together, and you can start assembling and get the kebabs in the oven. So I'll see you guys back in a few seconds once I get set up and ready to make the vegetables. So now the meat is marinating. We set that off to the side. I set my oven temperature to 450. Then while I was doing that, I took my bamboo skewers and I placed them in water just until covered. So that way, once all of the vegetables are finished, once we get done making the Cajun butter, and while we're waiting for everything to come together, our bamboos are gonna be nice and moist so that way they don't burn in the oven. So let's get started on the zucchini. I'm going just to take the zucchini and make 1-inch rounds. We want them sturdy, but not too big, so that way they don't burn, fall apart, or get mushy in the oven, because it is a little dicey putting zucchini on skewers, but it's okay because we're using sirloin and we're not going to cook it till well done, so we're good to go. So I'm going to finish chopping up my 3 zucchini that I have. go. Here, I'll turn this one this way so you guys can see. I'll do a little backwards cut for you guys. This is fun. All right. Now you're cooking, right? So I'll get all this into the bowl. All right, almost finished. Woohoo! We got zucchini everywhere. Now I'm going to show you guys how to cut the bell peppers. We're going to cut them how we always start. Just working around the seeds. Get that out the way. We'll do the next one. It makes it a lot easier when the seeds and the stem are all connected still. You don't have to worry about it. So since it's going to be kebabs, we're just going to go like so and like that. That's it. Very simple, very easy. Half it and then half it. Very easy. Show you guys one more time before we move on to the onion. This one's already a nice half, so we don't have to worry about that. So just half it, half, just like so. Very easy. Just watch out for your fingers. Nice safety always. Now onto the onion. This is quite easy. We're gonna half it one time, half it again, half, and half. So make 3 pieces. That's it. So we already have a half. Come in, half it, half, and half it. 3 pieces. So I'm going to finish cutting up my last bell pepper, and then we'll be back so we can start assembling our kebabs. See you guys in a second. My mise en place for the meat, the vegetables have all been finished. If you follow me, cameraman, I have the bell pepper, the onions, I have the zucchini. I'm going to hit all 3 of them with just a little bit of avocado oil. Then I'm going to salt and pepper them so that way we can make sure that every layer is well seasoned. It's the important part. Gotta make sure your flavor's on point. Alright, so that was our salt. Put some black pepper on there. I just took a huge pinch and made it enough for all 3 vegetables. I'm gonna mix it around. Mix it around. Get everything all mixed up. Try not to make too much of a mess, but hey. Now I have my bamboo sticks that have been sitting in the water for about 20 minutes. Okay, so this is the order we're gonna do it in. We're gonna take some zucchini. Gonna take an onion chunk, and we're gonna take a bell pepper wedge. Try not to pierce your fingers like I have in the past. Then we're going to take a piece of meat, and we're gonna do it all over until we are all the way up the kebab. And the reason why you want to make sure you soak them as well is so that way when you're threading all the ingredients onto the kebab, so that way the wood doesn't start shredding and it'll make like little shards and you'll be like biting into them. You don't want to do that. So just soak them. It's real easy, convenient. You can actually soak them the whole day while you're gone at work, out, running errands, cleaning the house. Doesn't really matter. All right, so I'm going to finish getting all the kebabs together, and I'll show you guys when it's time to put them in the oven and start on our Cajun butter sauce. See you guys in a sec. We're back. Everything has been done. Kebabs have been kebabbed. We've cleaned up. We straightened up. So if you follow me over here, I have all my kebabs on an oiled non-stick foil, and I'm just going to do just a nice little sprinkle of salt and pepper. You want to make sure you season everything. That's why I don't go heavy on the seasoning in one particular area, so that way I can season all parts of my meal as I cook it. This is my little extras that didn't fit. If it doesn't all fit on there neatly, please don't crowd it, excuse me, because you don't want to steam your kebabs or anything that you're trying to get a nice sear on. So my oven has been heated to 450. Racks in the middle of the oven. I'm gonna set a timer for 13 minutes, and then it's all good. So I'll see you guys back in about 13 minutes so we can get started on this Cajun butter. All right, it's Cajun butter time. So let's get our 2 sticks of unsalted butter in here. Okay. Now I love using unsalted butter because, as you see, I salt every layer of my food as I go. And I'm also going to be salting this, and I don't need all that extra salt. I'm going to do a heaping tablespoon of fresh chopped garlic. I'll wait to dump all that in. Salt, pepper, get my hot sauce together. Going to do 2 tablespoons of hot sauce. Then I'm going to do 3 tablespoons of Dijon. There we go. Got all that in there. Rinse my hands off. Got Dijon all over the place. I'm going to stir this up a little bit while everything comes together. Alright, look at that, already looking good. Alright, then I'm going to add in all our Cajun spice that we made. Then I'm going to do a pinch black pepper. Then I'm going to do 2 pinches of salt. And then we'll add in our lemon. Once everything is finished, it comes together. I'll see you guys back in a few seconds. We're back. Everything is finished. I'm going to finish up the butter. How we said we're gonna do. The cameraman loves to throw wild cards at me. She said, this would be so good with something sweet in it. So, if you guys aren't on a keto, low carb lifestyle, the wild card is adding 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. So there we go. We got that out the way. Now we're going to add in our whole lemon. That in the second half. Okay, let's rinse the hands off so they're not all lemony. Let's mix it all together. Gotta love these wild cards. All right, let's get us a spoon and let's taste it to make sure everything is nice and balanced. That's really good. All right, now let's reach into this oven. Let's pull out these wonderfully, colorfully delicious kebabs. Now we're going to brush them. So excited. It's my favorite part. I get to shaking and stuff. Let's get this out of here. Let's get everything all mixed in. All right, now let's just brush all this bomb flavor on these kebabs, because this is what this is for. This is just to take it up to a whole nother level. Get that butter in between. Do it when it's nice and hot, so that way it just melts on there so beautifully. Get it all on the veggies too. Everybody wants love. This is so good. I can't wait for my favorite part. We are almost finished. This is so good. Just gonna go back and just do a little bit more. Make sure I get every layer seasoned. Alright, I don't know which one I want to pick. Let me roll up my sleeves. This is serious business. Alright. Whew! I'm excited. Let me go and get some of these vegetables. Hot, but it's so good. Man. Wow. Perfectly cooked, tender, well seasoned, balanced. Oh, I'm being a little greedy right now. This is so good. Thank you for watching me make steak kebabs with Cajun butter. I apologize for talking with my mouth full, like always. And if you haven't, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.